All right, let's go. Second half of our post-basketball Sunday Funday doubleheader. Women just got a huge win off against Caldwell, 71-58, to win their third consecutive game in conference. Now it's time for the men's massive game here in the North Division. Cannot understate it as we look at the standings here. Post currently the number 4 seed in the North Division standings in the CACC at 7-6. Caldwell, Post, and Felician all have 7 wins. The difference is that Caldwell has 5 losses, Post has 6 losses, and Felician has 7 losses. So things can shift and turn here following the conclusion of this one. And with that, we say hello and welcome back courtside, everyone. Griffin Castle and so glad you're with us here on the CACC Network Sunday Funday here at the Drumner Center. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. Post men's basketball, they've lost their last 2 games. They lost to Goldie Beacom on Saturday, 89-85, and then at Felician on Tuesday, rough one for them, 77-51. Back in action here, Bola Khan will start, Dane Dieng will start, Harry Warnock will start, Taquan Williams will start, usual suspects, and Tyler Small will make his 9th start of the season. For Caldwell, as they are head coached by Dean Johnson in his 3rd season, they are starting Mark Heber, Melvin Evans, Jaden Williams, D'Angelo Horn leading the team in points per game, and Derek Bueno. That will round out the 5 for both teams. Let's go. Mark Kuntz, head coach for the Eagles, 8th season. Caldwell has won the last 6 meetings here against Post. They played on January 22nd of this year at Caldwell. Cougars won that one 57-56. Cougars in the red uniforms, Eagles in the home whites. Let's go. Massive game here in the CACC North Division standings. And Caldwell coming into this one, the number 3 seed in the CACC North Division. Post right behind them at 4, and Felician right behind Post at 5. The top 4 seeds in each division in the CACC make the playoffs. Top 2 seeds will host. This is going to be like a playoff type atmosphere here. So much riding on this game. Warnock and Bueno will jump it up at half court. We're ready to rock and roll. 45th all-time meeting, we're underway. Eagles control the tip. Again, Eagles have lost the last 6 meetings here against the Cougars. Alcott turns it over. Steal, Melvin Evans cruises in for 2. And that's how the scoring gets started here. Evans turning defense into offense, and Caldwell strikes first. Dieng chiseling in, leaves it in with the left hand. Dieng 4th in the conference this year in points per game, averaging 16.8. 21st game that he has appeared in, 18th start. Evans. Akkad will defend. Looking for Mark Heber. Throw it into the post for Bueno. Skip it. Williams 3. Jaden Williams this season shooting the 3 ball at a very efficient clip, 43%. Warnock will drive and kick. Williams the answer. Bueno whips away the rebound. And Evans the gallop into the front court. Bueno flashing, chiseling, kicking. Williams back to back. Warnock has got it, chiseling and kicking. Small loads one up from 3. Yes, sir. Ring it up. Tyler Small, his 9th start this season, shooting 35% from 3 this year. One of the eldest statesmen on this Eagles team. And we're all tied up at 5. 2 minutes gone here in this first half. Again, so glad you're with us. Sunday fun day here at the Drumner Center. Oh, Evans nice his way and lays it in. DHO, small, pump, flyby, swing, Williams, 3. Bodies hit the deck, Williams has got it and gets it to Evans. Bueno on the roll for 2. Too easy over Williams. Unfortunately, the entire football team not in attendance, it appears, here this afternoon. Home game against Dominican in that overtime win, 95-89. They had the building rocking. It was a fun one. Ball goes out of bounds. Eagles turnover. Rob Sanders and Anthony Chin will sub into the game for the first time. No Trey Duncan on crutches here this afternoon. So Sanders, Akot, Chin, Dieng, and Warnock. 5 on the floor for the Eagles. There's a turnover. Chin picks it up, sprays it out. Akot will back it out with Dieng. 1-on-1 with Williams. The spin, the feed. Akot a 3 is short. Dieng got the offensive rebound, goes back up and clobbered. Dieng 80% for the free throw line on the year. 55 for 69. First team All-CACC selection last year. Second year here with the Eagles. A senior from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Heber 3. Yes, sir. Heber only 28% from 3 this year. 5-point Caldwell lead just getting underway. Nearly 4 minutes gone here in this first half. Dieng has got it 1-on-1 with Williams. Primary defender thus far on Dieng, kicking out Warnock. Stripped, stolen. Bueno the steal. Tries to get ahead of the field. He'll glide in, miss the 2. Rebounded. Heber under the basket. Extra feed. Williams, he's already made one. Given 2 threes here to start. Timeout Mark Coots. It's an auspicious start for Caldwell, leading by 8. 15:59 to play here in the first half. Cougars 15, Eagles 7. All right, Jaden Williams with 2 triples to fall here thus far. 2 for 3 from threes, leading the way with 6. And Caldwell with a nice little 8-point lead here carved out to begin things. Little over 4 minutes gone here in this first half. 15-7 Cougars. Derek Thomas the second into the game for the first time. Same 5 on the floor here for Caldwell. It's Dieng, Thomas, Akot, Chin, and Sanders. The 5 on the floor for the Eagles. Chiseling, Dieng, spinning, blocked out of bounds. Williams says do not come in here. 14 on the shot clock. Eagles will take it out of the basket. Again, second half of our CACC post-basketball doubleheader this afternoon on this Sunday afternoon. Middle of February. Sanders pushed. Dieng traveled. Caldwell post Felician, all with 7 wins in that North Division. Very congested in the standings. The Eagles dropped one to Felician in their previous game on Tuesday, giving Felician their 7th win. Have to have this one against Caldwell. They could possibly find themselves out of the playoff picture with a loss here. Horn 3. Climbing the ladder for the board, it's Sanders. And he'll gallop into the far court, poked from behind, out of bounds, last touch Horn. Williams back in, a cot will sit. And Kyle Walsey into the game for the first time. Dieng will sit. Have to think offense will be coming from Taquan Williams here. Probably will be trying to run it through him. Gets a handoff right here. Leans, fires, and hits. Sophomore from Brockton, Massachusetts, averaging 11 points per game this year. Williams was that 6-man last year for the Eagle team in his freshman year, but now an everyday starter. Heber. Bueno. Faces up to Alsey. The spin, the flip, wild shot, circus shot for Bueno, dropped through. What a bucket there by Bueno. Alsey will drive and feed. This is Thomas chiseling. Bumped. Williams wants a screen. He's got a screen. Doubled and blitzed off of the screen. Sanders 3. Evans gets a running start. No numbers, but he'll take it himself and powering in and drawing the contact. Jaron Bull, the freshman from the Bronx, will sub in for the game for the first time. Evans, 52% free throw shooter on the year. Isaiah Filbert will sub in instead of Bull. And Musa Nagome will sub in for Caldwell as well. Last game for Caldwell, they lost 95-72 at Bridgeport. Filbert had 30 in that game for the Cougars. Small loads one up. Cha-ching! It's a 3. Small now 2 for 2 from downtown. 6-point game, 13:45 to play here in the first half. Evans wheeling in, blocked out of bounds there by Warnock, and he saves it in play. Small lasers one inside to Warnock for 2. And a mini 5-0 Eagles run cuts the deficit to 4. Caldwell really efficient from the field here to start. 7 for 11 DHO. Filbert, Horn, Evans. Oh, tight handle there from Evans. And the travel, grab that pivot foot. Eagles with some momentum here. They've cut the deficit to 4. And Kirk Parsons will sub into the game here for Evans. Williams back in here. Heber will sit. So Nagome, Horn, Filbert, Williams, and Parsons, the 5 on the 4 here for the Cougars. Warnock, Sanders, Dieng, Small, and Williams, the 5 on the 4 for post. Dieng pulls up. Filbert with some acceleration into the attacking 47. Will settle it down here. Sanders will defend. Nagome. Williams. Horn. Parsons. 3. Over the backboard, out of bounds. Dan Caldwell this year, 15-8 overall, 7-5 in conference. 5-5 on the road. A caught back in. Eagles have lost 2 in a row, 7-6 in conference, 13-12 overall. 5-6 here in the Drubner Center on the year. Starting 5 back out on the floor here for the Eagles. Warnock behind the back. Bumps, lays it up, and draws a contact. Warnock 66% from the stripe on the year. Has really blossomed into that third option here. Again, he was injured with the knee injuries. 13.3 points per game this year, 7.1 rebounds per game, and he drills both. Eagles can take the lead right here. Small for the lead. Off of the heel. Dieng climbs the ladder for the board. What a rebound there for Dieng. Bounce it, Williams. Gorgeous cut for 2. It is a 9-0 Eagles run to tie the game up at 18. Pretty good crowd on hand. Most of the bleachers filled up. Horn leans, flips it up, left hand off glass, no. Dieng rips down the rebound for the Eagles. Warnock the jab, the drive, lost it. Filbert steals it. Filbert. Coming up on the midway point here in this first half, all tied up at 18 apiece. So many implications with the result pending for this one. Again, Caldwell, Felician, and Post all with 7 wins in the CACC. So very congested. A loss here and you could possibly find yourselves out of the playoff picture. Dieng traveled, Derek Bueno will sub back in. Thomas and Sanders will sub in here for Post. So Williams, Parsons, Filbert, Bueno. Yeah, Caldwell only has 4 guys on the floor and Horn back in. Kick ball, Eagles.
Hey, dribble! Dribble!
An excellent closeout there on Filbert. 9 to shoot. Bueno makes his move. Travel. Oh, no. Jump ball.
One. Hey, no, 4. Hey, quickly. 54. Shot clock, 54.
5 to shoot. Williams steal. Williams glides right to the rack for 2. What a move. And a gorgeous play there by Williams. 11-0 Eagles run. Caldwell needs a timeout. 9:41 to play, first half. Eagles out in front by 2. Both teams 7 for 15 for the field to begin things. Eagles on an 11-0 run. There was 18-9, Caldwell, and Eagles going to burst to take a 20-18 lead. Williams, Parsons, Filbert, Horn, and Bueno, the 5 on the 4 here for Caldwell. Nice bounce. Bueno's got it. Leans, pirouettes, and hooks. Off of the window, too strong. Horn is right there for the offensive rebound and stick back. Leading scorer on the year for Caldwell, D'Angelo Horn, a junior, averaging 14.9 per game. Williams, nice fend off, and the feed. Sanders, a corner pop, bottoms. A 3. Sanders only 22% from 3 this year. That's a really good sign. Shot the ball really well last year from 3. Bueno, nice spin, corkscrew move, feed it into the corner. And they'll reset it with Parsons. 1 to 9 minutes to play, first half. Parsons infiltrates the lane. Oh, nice step through and draws the contact there on Dieng. Eagles on a 14-0 run. Parsons looking to end that right here at the stripe. 83% from the free throw line on the year. Evans and Heber back in. So it's Evans, Heber, Williams, Bueno, and Parsons, the 5 on the 4 for Caldwell. Chen, Sanders, Warnock, Akot, and Thomas, the 5 on the 4 for Post. Both free throws are good for Parsons. 1-point game, 8:45 to play here in this first half. Second half of our post-basketball doubleheader on this Sunday. Little Sunday fun day action here at the Drumner Center. Huge game for the women's and for the men's against Caldwell. Women's already won against the Cougars 71-58 to get their 3rd consecutive win. Thomas crushes the offensive glass and earns a fresh 20. A caught. Warnock. Reset it with Bull. Takes it into the paint. The fade, jumper, pinballs out, and a whistle and a foul. They get it on Bueno. So shot clock will reset to 20 here for Post. No, it's in the shooting motion, so free throws here for Thomas. 87% free throw shooter on the year for Derek Thomas. 27 for 31 from the stripe coming into this afternoon. Graduate student from Maryland. String music on the back end of 2. Parsons in a straitjacket. Tries to get out of it, feed it a cut. Did he get the timeout? Yes, he did. High IQ play there by a cut. Will be Eagles possession when we return. 8:03 to play. First half, Eagles lead it by 2. Out of the Eagles timeout. Heads up play there by Bolacott, second team All-CACC. Last year in his first year with Post. So Akot, Small, Thomas, Warnock, and Sanders, the 5 on the 4 here for Post. 8:03 to play here in this first half.
Okay. My fault. Got it. You're welcome.
Akot slipped away from the basketball. Warnock looking for a friend. He's got Thomas. And he'll go across the lane. Hangs. Can't finish. But Sanders is right there to clean it up. 4-point Eagles lead. Again, down 18-9 to begin things. They are on a huge run right here. Bueno stripped. Parsons keeps it here. Heber pumped the three. Oh, nice fake spin. The left hand, no. It is a 17-4 Eagles run after it was 18-9 to start for Caldwell. Offensive foul. They get it on Warnock, the illegal screen. Cott will sub out. Alcee, Williams, and Dieng will sub in here for post. 7:14 to play, first half. Eagles a 4-point lead in a game that they must have. Bueno on the doorstep. Draws a crowd and kicks it out. It's a horn three. And Dieng has got the board for post. Under 7 minutes to play, first half. Eagles 4-point lead. Sanders tried to get it to Dieng on the roll. Dieng, hard drive. Alcee parachutes in. Nice trap. Eagles nearly had the steal. And Evans will glide. Hanging finish, no. Evans a little shaken up. It's a power play 5-on-4. And he's leaking out ahead of the field. Tracks it down that baseline. No numbers. Will bring it out to the perimeter. Bueno, a force getting downhill there. He'll draw the foul and shoot two. And we're going to get a technical foul. A little pushing and shoving there between, it appeared, Bueno and Small. So I think we get double technicals here, and we'll take a quick step aside while the officials figure this one out.
Every time we have him, I'm telling you to take care of him. That's all. We're going to get him the hell out of the game.
So Bueno will shoot two. Yeah, the technical right there on Dean Johnson.
I told him I was taking him out.
So Dieng will go down the other end of the court here and shoot. Got an 80% free throw shooter on the season. He'll get two. Knocks down the first. So Eagles take the free points right there with Dieng knocking down both. And Bueno will go back to the free throw line and shoot one. So Nagome will take out Bueno after he knocked down both. So 6-point Eagles lead. Small's got the DHO from Alsey and feed it to Williams. Knifing in, pulling up. Swirling the iron there on the jumper. Williams the rebound. We're under 6 minutes to play first half. 6-point Eagles lead after trailing 18-9 to begin things in this first half. Williams, quick drive, floats it up, floats it home. Float game, silky smooth there for Williams. He's off to a nice start here to begin things. Leading the way for Caldwell with 8 now, on 3 for 4 for the field. Dieng is one-on-one here with Williams. Step back, tough shot. Heber thought about the triple. Chin will switch.
He's holding! He's holding in the post!
We'll get a whistle and a foul. They get it on Williams for the hold. Shot clock reset to 20. Plethora of substitutions coming in here for post.
Stay well. Hey, 53. 53. 53. Hey, don't force. Don't force.
So Williams will stay in. It's Sanders, Williams, Thomas, Warnock, and a cot. 4:45 to play, first half. Heber behind the back. Evans with a cot defending.
9, 8.
Tight handle. Evans, spin, fade. Oh, what a spin move there by Sanders. Had everything but the finish.
Hey, get it up! Get it up! Set it! Use it and roll!
Gorgeous hands by a cot. Stripping it out of bounds. Small will sub in.
Hard! Good. Set it! Down the way. Let's go! Down the way. Work here, Red.
Small for 3. 3 for 4 now from 3 for Small. And the timeout is called. Off of the trap. 3:35 to play first half. Eagles 33. Cougars 26. All right, out of the 30-second Caldwell timeout, 3:35 to play in this first half. Eagles with a 7-point lead in what is a must-win for this Eagles team. Clinging on to that final spot in the North Division for the playoffs, number 4 seed, top 4 seeds in each division in the CACC will make the playoffs. Eagles currently the number 4 seed in the North Division, but Felician is right behind them at 7-7. Eagles 7-6 in CACC play. Evans, Heber, Nagome, Horn, and Williams. 5 on the floor here for Caldwell. Nagome, pull up, yes. Small, Akot, Thomas, Warnock, and Sanders. The 5 on the floor here for your Eagles. Coming up on 3 to play first half. 5-point Eagles lead. Small has got 3 threes here in this first half. Goes up top. Thomas. The fade. The bucket. Nothing but net there for Thomas. Shot clock winding down. The fade by Horn. Left it short. Akot clears. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. First half knifing in Small. And Sanders with no hesitation. 3 is short. And Evans rebounds and gallops. Evans goes right down the middle for 2. So last touch by Akot there. Akot not pleased with the call. Thought it was last touch by Caldwell. So Sanders and Thomas will sub out. Dieng and Williams will sub in. Starting 5 out onto the floor here for post. We're under 2 minutes to play first half. Couple of DHOs here for Caldwell. Did not hit the rim, so it'll be a 30-second shot clock violation on Caldwell right there. Dieng with the DHO to Akot. Flare out, Small. Coming up on a minute to play. First half, Eagles with a 5-point lead after trailing 18-9 to begin things. Pocket pass, Horn. Barrels right into Small. It's going to be a blocking foul. Small thought he set his feet there. Bonus here for Caldwell, so it'll be free throws. Horn, a 74% free throw shooter on the year. Hits both.
Four, pick up.
A little blood from Akot, so he'll be attended to by the athletic training staff. Take a quick step aside. All right, another quick injury timeout. Eagles ball 57.3 remaining in this first half. Post with a 3-point lead, 35-32, and what is a must-win game here for the Eagles. Caldwell, not as much, just because they have 5 losses in conference, and the Eagles have 6, with Felician as the number 5 seed at 7-7. But either way, must win for both teams, just a tad bit more for the Eagles after losing to Felician in their last game. Deing traveled. It'll be a turnover. 10 turnovers for Post, 8 for Caldwell. The Eagles shooting 40% from the field in this first half. Caldwell 42%. Both teams are 7 for 8 from the free throw line. So 8.7-second difference, shot in game clock. Sanders jumped it, couldn't come away with the interception.
Easy! Twist! Go! 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 Move!
8 to shoot. Evans sighting the rim. Mid-range J. Yes. That one settles in for Evans. Big shot. Makes it a 1-point game. 4, 3, 2. Warnock good if it goes. It's halftime. Fun first half. Eagles trailed 18-9 to begin things in that first half, and they'll take a 35-34 lead as we have hit the break. Halftime is up. We'll join you back here in 15 minutes for the start of the second half. You're watching Division II men's basketball on the CACC Network.
Kicking off our women's basketball 2024-25 Media Day with seniors Raquel Washington and Jaden Burns. Guys, you're the oldest players on the team now, believe it or not, and you're both in your 4th year. You guys came off the bench last year. Talk about that role a little bit and then how valuable your experience is to a team of 13 newcomers.
I mean, coming off the bench last year, there's a lot of expectations that you get just being off the bench as a player in practice. But that's just as someone who goes hard in practice, who comes with a lot of energy. With having those expectations and coming into the new year with 13 new players, like, it's really that time to step up, prove who you are, prove your ability, prove that we're the oldest on the team now. I mean, I've been the youngest on the team for 3 years in a row. So now kind of being at that age and at that level where it's time to really be a role model for others is really important for me.
I can say I agree with Jaden. Definitely everything, bring energy, building off like what she said about filling the role model spot. Like, I've been here for a very long time, and I've watched the program grow. So I really have that opportunity to fill big shoes while setting the benchmark for 13 new players.
4 straight North Division titles. You guys have been here, I think, for 3 of them now. How does this team do it again this year, and what do you attribute that success to over the last 3 years to get those while you guys have been here to see it?
I say by just being one as on the court and off the court, because that's something that we need. Chemistry is something big, energy, and like having a level head. Like each time we went to get that conference championship, like we had a level head about it, but we can't lose our footing just to, okay, we have 4. Let's go get another one.
Yeah, I mean, I think people will think this year is like a rebuilding year. But granted, we have 13 new players, but I think this is the time to prove everyone that, granted, we are a very young team now, but this is the time to really push, prove to other people that it doesn't matter our age, doesn't matter how many new players we may have, how many transfers we have, to reach, like I said, those expectations that we have of previous years of winning and kind of having that same standard now.
And even with the 13 newcomers, you guys have 7 Division I transfers coming in too.
Yeah.
What's it been like getting these new players on the team? How have they kind of meshed together? I know when we're recording this, it's only September, but in the early days, how has it been working with all these players?
Yeah, I mean, very early days. We just had our first team practice a little while ago, and you can feel the energy. You can feel like the energy when it comes to just learning new things, kind of adapting to new things. And like I said, as returners, we have those expectations of being like, this is what it is. Let's get everybody on board. Chemistry seems to be very well. We're a team full of energy, so I think we're all just really excited of meshing well and continuing that process throughout the year.
Yeah, and then finally, what do you guys think this team can do this year? Obviously, you've had a lot of success in the past, but we're still chasing that elusive first CACC championship. Yeah. What do you guys think this team can do this year?
I think this team is going to go far. Like, we have goals of going possibly to the Elite Eight. We all know what we want to do. We all know what we want to win. We all know we want to end the season with a ring. So we know the expectations. We know the goals. We know the standard. Coach is very well at taking it one game at a time, but we know what it is and what it takes to win. But I think we're going to go far. That's me.
I agree. Like, I have so much faith in this team. Like, even the team is excited. Like, that's all we talk about every time we're in the locker room. And even on the court or in the lunchroom, like, we're very excited to get farther than what this team has been already. So
we're here with newcomers to the team, Jackie Russell and Emma Carmen. First, Jackie, state champion here in Connecticut, 1,000-point scorer. How do you hope to get that success from high school and translate it to the college level?
I definitely think that where my game's going to translate the most is on the defensive end of the floor. And then, honestly, a lot of it just comes from contributing energy and just overall getting the team to build that chemistry together. Alongside then, obviously, I got recruited for shooting. So I'm hoping to have a great shooting year this year.
Then, Emma, you came from Quinnipiac. You're a sophomore on this team. You also, in high school, had 4 Shoreby North Division championships. But coming from Quinnipiac, what do you hope to contribute to this team?
Really for me, it's just being that gritty player, working hard, getting rebounds, and hopefully getting some threes in this year. I'm also very versatile, so I like to step out depending on who's guarding me.
And then, Jackie, what's it been like in your first few weeks here at Post? It's your first time in college. I know, Emma, you were at Quinnipiac last year, obviously, but what's it been like coming to Post for the first few weeks?
I've honestly really enjoyed it because I've come from a small town myself, so it kind of has the same feel here, and everything, as they say, Post makes it personal. You really get to know everybody and make a ton of friends, and the girls on the team this year have just been amazing and already are becoming my best friends. And yeah, Post has done a great job welcoming everyone and making sure you have everything you need, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
And then, Emma, obviously you've been welcomed from the team from Quinnipiac. You're one of 13 newcomers, 7 Division I transfers. How has this team kind of welcomed you to the squad?
I mean, it's really just been about bonding. We got along right away. I would say we're all best friends, and for me it was a really easy changeover because they made it so great and they're so welcoming.
And for both of you, what do you think this team can do this year? 4 straight North Division championships, if you didn't know that, but they haven't won a CACC championship yet or made an NCAA tournament. A lot of nationally ranked talent in this conference, but what can this team do this year, do you think?
I definitely think we're going to go very far, and obviously the end of the year goal is to get a ring, but even making it through to the Elite Eight, and yeah, maybe we can make some history at this school, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, we had our first practice the other day, and we just looked great together. I mean, the energy was great, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
We're here with Naj White, returning for her second year with the Post program. Naj, you're one of the newcomers last year, transitioning from Division III Mitchell. You were also at Southern Connecticut for a little while, but what was the transition like coming back from Mitchell up to Post?
It was kind of easy on my end. Basketball is like first nature for me, first love, so it's like kind of just getting back into like the groove of things and the going from Division III, which is kind of serious but not as serious as Division II. So coming here was a little bit more like urgent to, you know, pick everything back up and get back to speed with the competition.
Talk a little bit about what your role was coming on to Courtney Burns' squad last year in her first year, which you were coached by her down at Mitchell. What your role was last year, what your role is going to be, do you feel like this year being one of the only 3 returners on this team?
My role coming here was pretty much to just try to get everybody else on board with coaches like game plan and style of play, the lock left defense and stuff like that. So just getting everybody on board and then also being a leader on the court. So.
And then lastly, what do you think this team can do this year? Obviously, like I said, only 3 returners, 13 newcomers, but what do you think this team is capable of?
I think we can go really far. I personally want to win a national championship. I know the rest of the girls want to as well. So it's kind of just being dogs together and just figuring it out. But the goal is a national championship and to win conference. So that's where we are now.
We're here wrapping up our Women's Basketball Media Day for the 2024-25 season, joined by second-year head coach Courtney Burns. Courtney, what was it like in year 1 transitioning from Division III Mitchell up to Division II Post here?
I was really excited for the opportunity. Of course, Post Women's Basketball's had a lot of success prior. I think Coach Plefka did a great job. I think one of the big things for me coming in was being able to really instill all our culture, but also respect the culture before from the success that they had. I was very fortunate to have some returners that really just bought into our culture and the changes that we're looking to do while keep the success that they've had here, and it made my transition a lot easier, and it ended up being a great year for us. And so, for that first year for me coming in from D3 to D2, love the opportunity to be able to work with our players in the preseason, which I think was big, really instilling that culture as we were heading into the season. And, I just can't be thankful enough for the returners that we had that were able to kind of make that transition with me.
And then here at the Drubner Center, you had a lot of success last year, 11-2. You lost to nationally ranked Assumption and lost in the CACC tournament to Golden Beacon. Only 2 losses, though. Is there something about playing here at the Drubner Center that just brings out the best in your team?
Yeah, I think everyone hates playing at the Drubner Center. It definitely gives us a home court advantage, especially for our style, that up-tempo, aggressive defense, being able to pressure in the full court. I think other teams feel crammed when they're in here. So us being able to practice here every day and, run our style, run our system, bodes very well for us and gives us definitely a home court advantage. And we're looking forward to even taking our defense to the next level this upcoming season and, really just cause some chaos. I think being able to learn from the men's team as well, just the way they play so chaos and speed teams up. And, I think our gym bodes very well for that. And obviously the fan support helps also, having them pretty much almost on top of the court. I think it can create some uneasiness in opponents, especially in some close game scenarios.
Talk about what it was like going into this offseason. Only had 3 returners. A lot of your guys were newbies coming in. You've got 13 now. So what was it like retooling and recruiting for this season, knowing that and getting 7 Division I players out of it too?
Yeah, so we knew it was going to be almost a complete rebuild just with the amount of players we had graduating the previous year. And our focus going into it with myself and my staff was we kind of wanted to divide up the class. So we were looking at 5 to 6 freshmen, 5 to 6 transfers. We were really excited about our freshman class coming in. We really started a little bit late in the recruiting process. We were able to get out there in July and see some of the top talent in the area. And we were big on really finding players that, we kind of called dogs on defense, that were really going to buy into that philosophy, especially like we just talked about earlier with, the way our gym is and things along those lines. And, just really found players that want to be at post, that were bought in, and we're very excited about our freshman class. All of our commits were top in their position, and when we came to the offseason, we knew we were going to have to hit the portal. I think we did a little bit better in the portal than we had anticipated. Obviously, 7 Division I transfers is pretty good, and it's been great. A mixture of them I've had relationships with in the past, whether I coached them in AAU or trained them, so that's been helpful in the recruiting process as well. But, finding players that, maybe just didn't find the right fit the first time around, and I think the environment here at Post, the camaraderie, not just within our team, but within the whole campus, really got the right kids for us here, and players that are looking for an opportunity, that are hungry for an opportunity, that want to come in and really elevate the program to the next level.
Obviously, you got 4 straight North Division regular season titles in the CACC, one of those under you, the other 3 under John Plefka. What do you think this team is capable of achieving this season? What do you think is the key to capturing that 5th straight title, but also making a run in the CACC which has a lot of high-level teams.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming back, you look at Jefferson, you look at Chestnut Hill, Holy Family. They've kind of run the top of the conference for a long time. We've been very fortunate to, capture those 5 titles, like you said. And I think last year, we played together and we were able to hide some of our deficiencies because we played together. And it's going to be similar this year. We have a lot of talent, and the big piece is going to be getting everybody to play together and play for something a little bit bigger than themselves. We have a young roster this year, so I think we went from the oldest team in the country to close to the youngest team in the country with the amount of freshmen, and most of our transfers besides one are sophomores. So we're going to have them for a little while, and I think we have the opportunity to win the first CACC championship underneath these guys' leadership, and with the goal of getting to the NCAA tournament and not just getting there and being happy with it, but making a run in the tournament as well.
Head coach Courtney Burns, second year with the team. Post looking for their 5th straight CACC North Division title, first ever CACC championship this winter. They start things off in November at the St. Mike's tip-off.
All right, gearing up for the start of the second half here. Welcome back to the Jubner Center. Eagles men's basketball leads at 35-34 over the Caldwell Cougars. Let's take a quick look at our first half stats. Eagles started down 18-9. But again, end the half leading by 1. Eagles shot 39% from the field. In that first half, Caldwell 44%. Both teams 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Caldwell 3 for 8 from 3. Post 4 for 15 from 3. The rebounding category, Eagles dominating that 20-12. Largest lead for Caldwell when it was at 18-9. Largest lead for Post was when it was at 35-28. Turnovers 11-8 Post. And we welcome you back courtside. Griffin Castle on end. Glad you're with us here on the CACC Network. Must win. Must win for Post. And would say a must win for Caldwell as well, but a little bit more for Post. Evans steals the inbound pass that goes in for 2. And that's how things start here in the second half. Caldwell leads it by 1. It's Evans, Heber, Williams, Horn, and Bueno. The 5 on the floor here for Caldwell to begin things in the second half. Akat, Dieng, Small, Warnock, and Williams. The 5 on the floor here for Post. Eagles 7-6 in CACC play. Caldwell is 7-5. Must win for both teams. Felicia, number 5 seed in the North Division, the CACC at 7-7. Dieng shoots over the defense. Bueno might have got a piece of it. It appeared that he did, and Evans rebounds and is right here into the front court. Eagles have also lost the last 6 meetings against the Cougars. Heber loads one up, 3, too strong, and it's a Dieng rebound. Minute gone here in the second half. 36-35, Caldwell. Slither in, Akat, the feed, too strong off of the window. Again, no Trey Duncan, no Joakim Radcliffe for this Eagles team. Top 4 seeds in each division in the CACC will make the playoffs. Only 2 games remain following the conclusion of this one for Post. They will play Bloomfield on Saturday. It will be senior day, and then they will travel to Bridgeport on March 1st. Again, top 4 seeds, each division, make the CACC playoffs. Eagles currently the 4 seed. So if the season ended today, they would be in. Top 2 seeds will host in the quarterfinals. Bueno fouled on the entry feed there by Warnock. Again, second half of our post-basketball Sunday doubleheader. Women's team got their 3rd consecutive win, clinched a spot in the CACC playoffs for the 6th consecutive year. Evans, offensive foul. Akat took the hit and drew the contact, going the other way. Yeah, women's team won 71-58 game before this one to clinch a spot in the CACC playoffs. So they are going to be in. Post men's basketball not in yet. They absolutely need this win. Small with a deep shot. 4 for 6 now from 3 for Tyler Small. He is lighting it up here. Bueno faked the DHO. Some lights just went off.
Gotta stop me somehow, right? Someone lean on the light or be alright?
All right, lights are good. Back on. Little 2013 Super Bowl action, perhaps. 17:40 to play in regulation. 38-36 Eagles lead. Shot clock dwindling down. Evans leans, fades. And it's snatched out of thin air there by Small. He's got 4 made threes here in this one. Williams infiltrates the lane, bounces it for Dieng. Leans, flips, can't score. But he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 4 for 4 from the line is Dieng. Excellent free throw shooter, 80% on the year coming into today. Parsons subs out Evans. Dieng is now 6 for 6 from the line. Eagles with a 4-point lead. 17-19 to play, second half. Good press break there from Caldwell. The bounce, and a caught got in the passing lane and deflects it out of bounds. Good idea there from Bueno. Akot just very fast. Playing with a mask on his face. Don't know why that is. Horn. Parsons. Bueno. Spin. Lean. Flip. Score. Parsons a little shaken up. Williams loads it up. 3 is short, follows his miss. Teardropper. Warnock goes back up, knocked around. Dieng had it momentarily. They get on the floor, playing twister forward, a jump. Possession. Caldwell. Evans will come back in here for the Cougars. Only player in double figures on the Caldwell side with 11. Small has got 12 to lead the way for the Eagles. All 12 of those coming on threes. Parsons subs out.
Hey! Whoa!
Nearly 4 minutes gone here in the second half. Eagles with a 2-point lead. This has got the feel of a playoff game. Both of these teams just can't afford to drop it with how congested it is in the North Division standings in the CACC. Horn. Kick. Bueno. 1 to shoot. Flips it up. Draws iron. Horn rebounds. Doubled. Walking the tightrope. Nearly lost it. Good poke there by Williams. Bueno did not see him. And Small will weave around the Warnock screen. Good spin. Warnock reverse for 2. Good job there by Small, recognizing the mismatch and throwing it into the post. Warnock Pretty quiet in this one. Could that get him going? He's got 6 points. Getting third on the team in points per game this year at 13 a game. Bueno put it on the deck. Leave it. Evans goes up, blocked, and Small collects it. Dieng, hard drive, goes up. Layup is good and a foul. Dieng a chance at 3.
Down here! I'm used to it. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to get. I'm not waiting you on. Yep, I got you. It's okay. We got 14:59. You'll never do another one of my games. I'm talking to you.
Dieng completes a 3-point play. And Dean Johnson just got ejected. So another technical, and Dieng will shoot 2 at the line. Hits the first. Dieng 8 for 8 now from the charity stripe. 9 for 9. So Dean Johnson has been thrown out of the game.
Get open! Look up!
Bueno throw it ahead. Heber drives, blocked, fouled. Heber leads the first one short. 85% on the year from the line. Back end of 2 settles in.
Cross-reaching! Bump him! Ball pressure, Kurt! Contest! Going up! Straight up, get it! Pull it! Good!
Caldwell forces the turnover on the Dieng. Chisel. Parsons. Oh, nice feed. Horn over Dieng, no. Great pass there by Bueno, out of bounds, and they say last touch, Eagles. Warnock will come in, Dieng will sub out. So it is Williams, Warnock, Thomas, Chin, and Sanders. A 5-on-4 here for post. Pass deflected, nearly stolen. Heber settles, fires, yes. Get a timeout, 6-point game, 14-13 to play in the second half. 6-point game out of the timeout. The Eagles ball with Sanders, Williams, Chin, Warnock, and Thomas. Heber, Parsons, Horn, Bueno, and Williams. The 5-on-4 for Caldwell. Dean Johnson has been thrown out with 2 technical fouls. Sanders, gorgeous take to the rack for 2. Just knifed his way through, carved up the D, throw it ahead. Heber tracks it down. 13:50 remaining in regulation. Must-win scenario here for both teams. Small in, Chin out. Active hands there for the Eagles.
Work here.
Williams. Robust move into the paint out to Thomas. Small, cuts, teardropper, short.
Good rebound, Kurt.
Both all conference selections for the Eagles from last year back in. Dieng and a cot. Small and Warnock will sit. 13:18 to play, second half. Williams get it in, Bueno. Thomas will defend and reset it with Heber. Good front there by Thomas. Heber kicks. Horn. Williams. Bueno. Jump. Possession. Eagles. An excellent wall up there by Thomas. Caught, slithers in. Sanders off of the window and down. Sanders has provided some really good minutes off of the bench for Mark Kuntz. 9 points now and 4 for 7 from the field. Bueno spin, whistle, hold. They get it on DA. Horn lets one fly, book it, a 3. Big shot there for Horn and Caldwell. They needed that one to go down. Momentum was with the Eagles there. 7-point game coming up on 12 minutes to play in the second half.
Jump!
Sanders hit the deck there. Halsey, spin, layup, yes! Good trap. Evans walking that tightrope, slithers across the timeline. Filbert with the 3, no, and Horn the rebound, coughed it up. Diving on the floor, Halsey. Eagles showing that they want it more. Williams. Timeout Eagles. It's an 11-point Eagles lead with 11:27 to play in the second half. All right, 11:27 to play in the second half. Eagles leading by 11. 35-34 posts at the end of that first half, outscoring Caldwell 20-10 here in the second half thus far. Eagles trying to snap their 2-game losing streak, have also not beaten Caldwell in the last 6 games. Last victory for Post against Caldwell was January 11th, 2022, so a little over 3 years ago. Williams able to get it across. It's Evans, Williams, Bueno, Heber, and Filbert. Nice pirouette and fade. Heber too strong. Also, he's got the board for Post.
Ball pressure. Let J. Will. Get a hand, get a hand, get a hand. Straight up. Get it. Like out.
Small.
Pull it.
He's had the hot hand here in this one. He's made 4 threes. Cannot connect on that one, and Evans settles it down. Good pressure there by Dieng. It's out to Williams. Bueno squares. That 3 pinball is out. Coming up on the midway point here, second half. Eagles have dominated this second half thus far. Outscoring Caldwell 20-10 here in the half.
Pin down. Hand.
Small, hard drive. And Olsey can't put it down off of the stick back there. Tried to stuff that one. Evans, bump, floater. Hit out of bounds, last touch. Eagles. Sanders, Thomas, and Warnock back in here for Post. It's going to be Dieng, Olsey, and Small to sit. Small, back in. Heber for 3. Big shot there. 8-point game, under 9.5 to play in the second half. Williams trying to wheel inside, and now it is Warnock. Sanders, 9 points off of the bench. Takes it into the paint, kicks it out. Williams, the answer, it's a 3. Touchdown pass down court. Evans stepping on the baseline.
Go.
think we just got a technical foul on Evans. And Akot will shoot 2. First free throws of the game here for Akot. Just hit the first. 13-point Eagles lead. Pull-up pop by Thomas is true. Eagles' largest lead of the game at 15. Bueno on the doorstep. The hold and a foul. They'll get it on Warnock. They say in the shooting motion, so Bueno to the line. First, or excuse me, no. 2 for 2 from the line for Bueno. Halsey will sub in, as well as Small. So Halsey, Thomas, Akot, Sanders, and Small. 5 on the floor for posts.
Come on, get it,
13-point game. Under 8.5 to play in the second half. Can the Eagles hang on to what would be a massive win here against Caldwell? Small, driving kick. Sanders, a 3. 2 for 4 now for Sanders. Eagles get the seal. Olsey for some hammer time. Eagles have opened it up. It's an 18-point lead. Near steal. Timeout Caldwell. Eagles with all the momentum leading 67-49. 7:51 to play in the second half. All right, Eagles have opened this one up, have an 18-point lead, 67-49, 7:51 to play. Second half, got a ton of contributions here. Sanders off of the bench has woken up here today. 5 for 8 from the field, 12 points. Dieng leading the way with 13. Small with 12 and Williams with 11. Small takes it in, stops. And Alsey just had a two-hand slam. And Bueno gets called for a foul. I think Derek Bueno just got ejected from the game. Second technical foul, so he and Dean Johnson in the locker room. Caught 3 for 3 from the line. So Eagles with a 22-point lead. Pure domination here in the second half, outscoring Caldwell 36-15 here in the half. Nagome spins, fades, left it short, rebound, Alsey. And a cop fouled in the backcourt there by Parsons. And Eagles in the bonus of the cop back to the line. Williams will sub back in. Akot will sub out. 72-49 Eagles lead. Jab, jumper, Thomas, parachuting in, it's Dieng. Big finish. Six minutes to play in regulation, 74-49 Eagles lead. Nagome stripped and fouled. They get it on Dieng. So it'll be Nagoma at the line. Hey, 61% free throw shooter on the year, 11 for 18 from the line on the season. Pass deflected out of bounds. Get some substitutions in here. Williams back in for Caldwell. Nagome will sit. And Thomas will sub out. Warnock will sub in. Starting five is on the floor here for the Eagles with 5:36 to play in the second half.
Hand off, Mark! Red!
Warnock? Yeah, carried that one. Mishandled it a little bit, going the other way. Eagles have done a really good job of taking care of the basketball. Only their 15th turnover. They average 14 turnovers a game. Tight handle, tough pull up, missed it, did Evans. Coming up on 5 minutes to play. Regulation, Eagles in control of it. Looking like they are going to get a huge win. Against Caldwell, Deane chiseling, bumping, hooking, missed it. Got his miss. Lost it out of bounds, last touch, Caldwell. Deane pulls it back. Kaboom! It's a three. Horn coughed it up. Eagles putting on a clinic. And the ball hit out of bounds there by Heber. 4:32 to play, second half. Oh, the gorgeous knife there by Small. Eagles leading by 30. They're shredding them here in the second half. Outscoring them 44-15 here in half number two.
Just be solid. You understand?
Sanders in, Small out. Jaron Bull, freshman from the Bronx, into the game. Horn will sub out, leading scorer on the year for Caldwell.
Hey, throw with the ball.
Full timeout after the two made free throws. 4:16 to play, second half. Eagles in control, leading at 79-51. All right, out of the timeout, all Eagles here in this second half. They have a 79-51 lead here in the game, outscoring Caldwell 44-17 here in half number 2. 4:16 to play, second half. Been a very successful doubleheader here for the Eagles against the Cougars in the North Division. And women's with the 71-58 win against Caldwell women's team before this one to clinch a spot in the CACC playoffs. Eagles the men's team can jump ahead here in the standings. Dieng on the roll for 2. Back up 30. Eagles men's team right here can jump ahead of Caldwell in the North Division standings. Caldwell currently the number 3 seed in the North Division. At 7-5, going to drop as all signs are pointed to that, as Williams' 3 is good. Signs are going to drop to 7-6 in CACC play. Eagles going to improve to 8-6.
Get a hand up.
Dieng with some string music on a 3. $23 points now for the first team all CACC selection last year. Stripped by Sanders, stolen by Akot. No need to hurry. Settles it down. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the second half. 30-point Eagles lead. Sanders. Long rebound, and Parsons will gallop. Bench getting emptied here for Caldwell. 3 short there by Parsons. Caleb Sampson seeing some time for the Eagles. Chin and Alsey back in as well. Dieng going to sub out with 23 on the game, leading all scorers. Nice move by Sampson. Goes out of bounds, and we'll get a substitution here. Matthias Leichener into the game for the first time. Only the 3rd game that he has appeared in on the season, averaging 2.5 minutes per game. 5 minutes total. So Leichener, Sampson, Williams, Alsey, and Chin, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. Sampson. Traveled. .233 to play, second half. Bench emptied here for Caldwell as well. Yarden Ashkenazi into the game here for the first time, along with Parsons, Bull, Austin, and Ponsona, and Parsons. Parsons and Ponsona. Hop set, blocked, whistle, foul. They get it on Alsey with 2:17 to play in the second half. So Eagles going to get their first win against Caldwell in a little over 3 years, as Caldwell has won the last 6 meetings. The Eagles have Senior Day on Saturday, hosting Bloomfield. Big North Division game right there. The Eagles also going to snap their little 2-game skid. Statement victory here, especially in the second half, man. They really took off after halftime. Interested to hear what changed from half number 1 to half number 2. We'll get that for you in the post-game interview following the conclusion of the game. The Eagles have outscored, up to this point, Caldwell 49-20 here in the second half. Leaking out ahead, the layup is good. Manny Smith lays it in, the freshman. From Newark, New Jersey, minute 45 to play. The Eagles going to get their 8th win of the season in conference, their 14th overall. Leichener leans, flips, and it pinballs out. Chin, offensive rebound, back up, missed it, regains, keeps that pivot foot down. Sampson, hard drive. Alsey follows it up and throws it down. The Eagles back up 30. 7 to shoot. Again, Eagles will have Bloomfield at home, senior day. It will be their final home game of the regular season. Sampson will leak out. Simpson gliding to the rim for 2. Looked like you wanted to throw that one down. I think the Eagles bench wanted him to do so as well. Eagles up 32. Again, a rough afternoon for Caldwell. Dean Johnson ejected. Derek Bueno ejected. Final offensive possession here for Caldwell as there's a nice hard drive. Bull fouled, and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Caldwell will play Dominican. Or excuse me, no, they will play at Jefferson on Wednesday. And then they'll return home after this 3-game road trip and play Dominican on Saturday. Missed the second, Eagles. Shot clock is off. They can just dribble it out. Huge win. And they'll get a standing ovation right here. Outscored Caldwell 53-23 in the second half. Eagles going to jump up in the North Division standings as they will claim the number 3 seed, and Caldwell will drop down to the number 4 seed. Eagles win in final score 88-57. As Post improves to 14-12 overall, 8-6 in conference. Deing 23 points to lead the way for Post. Again, a rough day for Caldwell, losing by 31. We'll get the post-game interview coming up in a moment for our entire fantastic athletic communication staff here at Post University. Griffin Cass signing off momentarily. All right, post men's basketball with a huge 88-57 win against Caldwell. They jump up in the CACC North Division standings. Griffin Cash joined alongside Rob Sanders. You guys up 1 point at halftime. You guys end up winning by 31. Just what happened from half number 1 to half 2?
Yes, sir. In halftime, we really spoke about just putting it to them and playing harder because we could tell the tone of the game was a little slow from the start, so we knew we had to come out and play a little harder.
They definitely had a meltdown in that second half. A couple of their guys getting ejected. Just where do you think was the turning point for their meltdown?
I would say when we strung together a couple stops, we kind of got in their head a little bit, so then they kind of laid down a little earlier than we expected.
12 points for you off of the bench, 5 for 10 from the field. Just what were you finding coming into the game off of the bench?
Trying to keep it simple. I know I didn't have to go out there and do too much. My teammates kind of do a lot already, so just hit the open shots to make the right play.
Absolutely. So knowing how big of a game this was for you guys, 4th seed in the North Division, they were the 3 seed. Just what was the message from Coach and the rest of the guys coming into this one?
The message was to put them down. We knew we needed this one pretty bad. We haven't beat them in a couple seasons, so this one kind of meant a lot to our coach. So we went out there and gave it our all.
Yeah, snap that 6-game losing streak to Caldwell, coming out with a huge win. Really appreciate you taking some time after the game.
Of course.
Eagles go up as the number 3 seed in the North Division standings with an 88-57 win.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yep, appreciate it.